Good evening. This is Madam with Bass. It is Tuesday, May 21st. No, I'm sorry, May 17th, 2016. And it's somewhere around 11:45 p.m. So my last video I made at 4 o'clock in the morning because I had gone to bed early. And now I'm making a video before I go to sleep. And I've been reading some very interesting things concerning the royal purple one. The late royal purple one. Late royal purple one. That doesn't even sound right. But anyway, guess what I read today? Okay, so we know there was at least 3 people around when Prince was found deceased in the elevator. And we first only knew about Andrew Kornfeld. And then a few days ago we found out about Dr. Schulenberg. And now the third person that was there was Kirk Johnson. Who is Kirk Johnson? Kirk Johnson is a drummer of Prince, or he has played the drums for Prince. He's also Prince's best friend. They go way back, like before the Purple Rain days. And Kirk was there. To my understanding, Kirk introduced or referred Prince to Dr. Schulenberg. He had been Kirk's doctor. Kirk also is a fitness trainer, and he teaches classes at a local gym. And perhaps maybe he had an injury himself, which is why he was seeing Dr. Schulenberg at one time a few years ago, recommended Prince to him. According to Kirk, I think Dr. Schulenberg worked at another clinic where he had treated Prince in 2014 and 2015 for something. It's unclear. But you know what's really interesting to me? Kirk Johnson has a criminal attorney by the name of F. Clayton Tyler. Yes, you heard that right. Kirk Johnson has lawyered up. Things that make you go, Hey, let me tell you something. 3 situations in my life. First situation, a man died in my arms. The other 2 situations, very similar, different times. Walking down the street, see a car running, is parked, but idling, I should say. Walking by, driver keeled over, dead. I call 911. That's happened to me twice, where I found both of them men. I don't know, during rush hour, they pull over on Astoria Boulevard and die. So, neither of those times did I have to get a lawyer and lawyer up, a criminal defense lawyer. Cops questioned me. I told them what I saw. I was walking by. The man was dead. I called 911. Happens every day. Somebody is found dead and somebody calls 911. Whether they're strangers or relatives or friends. And it's not every day that somebody finds somebody deceased and they have to get a criminal defense lawyer. So you wonder, well, why would his best friend need a criminal defense lawyer? Is it possible that Kirk has been an enabler? Is it possible that Prince was able to get some prescriptions filled in Kirk's name? There's something that Kirk must have done illegal, allegedly, or borderline illegal. There's something that was going on with him where he feels he needs to hire a criminal defense attorney. Or is it just me? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments section. But I could tell you there's hair in the butter over there. And you know what? I think I talked about, I'm not sure if it's in a video on my channel, but it might be the video that I done with Lance Scurv a few days ago, and it's called Michael and Prince Are Gone, Madonna's Got to Go. I think I mentioned it in that video that in February, Prince had tweeted out the photo from his passport. Actually, February 11th to be exact. And I remember looking at that picture and saying to myself, what's wrong with him? He doesn't look right. Is he sick? He doesn't look right. Something's wrong. And I was doing other things on the computer as well, but I kept going back to that picture and looking at him and saying, something is wrong. He doesn't look right. And after a while, I said, you know what? Maybe he's just, aging. Maybe that's what it is. But no, it looked like he had lost some weight in his face. It looks, he looks a little gaunt to me in that picture. And then when you look in his eyes, I'm talking about the passport photo that he tweeted in February. His eyes, it looks, he just doesn't, he didn't look well to me in that picture at all. And so I'm really thinking that perhaps he had an illness. I don't know what that illness is. And I'm thinking perhaps with these prescription pills, it's he probably most likely he's been on them for years. And I mean, I know people who are on pain medications have been on them for years, like OxyContin and things like that, Percocet. And it doesn't appear to me that they have a problem because they don't run through their medication. It's like, for instance, one person I know, I think she has OxyContin, and she says she only takes it when she's like really in real bad pain. But she's in pain quite often, but she deals with it. But sometimes it just becomes unbearable and she'll take the medication. And even though she'll have a 30-day supply, it might last her 2 months or maybe 3. And that's a good thing. So maybe Prince, was the same way. But I'm thinking that some sort of crisis took place. Maybe he found out that he has had some sort of illness, and it was just something that triggered this addiction to spiral out of control. And I'm thinking if he was looking gaunt by February and dead by April, I'm thinking something triggered him to go out of control way back from like maybe June, July, or August of last year. I don't know. That's just my feeling. It's just my feeling, my thoughts. Not necessarily right, but just my thoughts. I just want to know what happened. And, of course, I'd rather that he still be here, but since he had to go, I'm hoping it's really because of an illness and not something that could have been prevented. I know I said that before, but that's just how I feel. Anyway, it's night time for me. And thanks for listening. Madam Whip Ass out.